This morning, Bon Appetit is out with its annual list of best new restaurants, curated by its editors and culinary experts. Earning a spot on the famed list does not just provide bragging rights, it also motivates some travelers to build entire trips around booking reservations at these now recognized dining hotspots. Joining us now, the editor-in-chief of Bon Appetit, Jamila Robinson. So great to see you, Jamila. We're so excited to dive into this, and I'd say hungry.
I look hungry. Good morning.
But I'm going to start with something you said off air that was, frankly, downright controversial. You have said the most important food city in America now is
Philadelphia.
LeBron knew what he was doing. So tell us why.
I think it's Philly. Philadelphia has proximity to ingredients, proximity to land, and they have some of the most innovative restaurants in the country. There are two on our list this year at Bon Appetit. One is Sal, which is a South Asian restaurant, and then Honeysuckle, which I would call a modern American restaurant that is so innovative. I think both of these restaurants are transforming cuisine. That's something that you're going to see across the entire landscape on all of our restaurants. We have 19 restaurants in 16 cities, all moving dining in a very exciting direction, but I'm going to go with Philly on that one.
That's extraordinary. So we have, in terms of cities represented on the list, some you'd expect, right? New York's on here a couple times, Los Angeles. But talk to us about some of the perhaps less likely culinary destinations because people don't know. Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama is on the list. This is a restaurant called Bayonet. It's a Gulf Coast restaurant. And you're going to see not only the beautiful shrimp and seafood, but I think what the chef at this restaurant is doing is really taking a look at what are the fish that we don't see often on menus and then transforming those. You're going to see that with a lot of different kinds of restaurants with not only at the Gulf Coast, you're going to see, we have Austin, we have Nashville is on the list with a restaurant called Junior. All of these restaurants are fun, they're innovative, and they're really looking at places that you should be going to see. So when you go home to your family, you will have restaurants that you can go and visit.
So let's use Honeysuckle as an example. You said that it's transforming American cuisine. What's an example? What do you mean by that?
So they have a dish called gumbo, not gumbo. And what it is this beautiful dish of broth, but then there is shrimp and crab. But then they've taken collard greens and made a nori, and they've put the rice on the side. So there are all of the components that you would have in gumbo. And when you put them together, it makes you question, well, wait, is that gumbo? And then you ask, well, what is gumbo? And I think if a restaurant is really good, it will force you to ask questions that you didn't know you had, and it will answer them. So it will say, well, what is gumbo? And then we have another restaurant in New Orleans outside New Orleans called St. Clair, which also is doing gumbo, but it's with a deep, dark roux that's almost like a Brazilian feijoada. Well, what is gumbo? Well, we all get to answer these questions when we go to these restaurants.
I truly love to eat in New Orleans. Let's talk about, this is obviously a time where we spent a lot of time on this show talking about rising costs.
Yes.
And that includes food. That certainly includes beef. How are you seeing that play out in some of these restaurants?
Well, I think there's a rising cost across the entire landscape. It's not only with beef, it's in the supply chain. So but what's more important is the rising cost of labor. It's very expensive for restaurants to operate. Food costs, we've even seen with a lot of news about the supply chain, it's going to play out in the cost of your meals, the cost of labor across the entire landscape. So people should be expecting to pay more at restaurants. When we talk about the rising cost of beef, there were a lot of steakhouses that opened in the past year, and it's a very safe restaurant to open is a steakhouse. But what we're seeing in our best new restaurants list is a lean towards wine bars and a lean into less safe ideas about food. So even though like a safe restaurant is a steakhouse or a French bistro, even the ones that are going French are not going classically French. They're leaning more into their sense of place, their sense of community.
So on that note, I know the Creepy's. Which is an interesting name.
Yeah.
Creepy's in Chicago, as you say, it is a French bistro, but it's set it really uses its Midwestern setting.
Yes, you're going to see at Creepy's a real lean into Midwestern sensibilities. There are these references to Chicago beef, for example, with the jardinera. Lots of really exciting dishes. There's a gougere, and it's going to ooze all over your hand with cheese from the Midwest. Those kinds of restaurants, they add this soupçon of humor, this soupçon of place, and those make really fun places to eat.
I mean, it's a tough time economically. Is it a good time to be opening a restaurant? Is it harder than ever? Like, how is it?
Well, restaurateurs have moxie. You have to be really interested in vision and interested in restaurants to open a restaurant. It's always a great time to open a restaurant. And when the food is delicious, when the chefs have vision, when you have a team that is leaning into that sensibility and vision, and the food is delicious, it's always going to be a great time to open a restaurant.
So last one, just your dealer's choice. What would be one more restaurant you really feel like people should know about?
From outside
your
of
list.
Jules in San Francisco is this incredible pizza restaurant with everything. It starts with a sourdough. Wayland Mills is an all-day cafe, and that one's in Seattle, Washington. Every place you're going to go, and then Lay, the wine bar in here in New York City, and Kabawa, the restaurant, the Caribbean restaurant, transformative on Caribbean cuisine. Across this entire list of restaurants, you're going to find something that is going to be incredible to eat. You're going to learn about some new place, and you're going to have a delicious meal from start to finish.
Kabawa. Sounds like could be lunch later today. The new issue of Bon Appetit featuring the best new restaurants of 2026 is out now. Editor-in-Chief of Bon Appetit, Jamila Robinson. Thank you
Great
so
to
much.
see
We
you.
really appreciate it. And we